Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Mariya. This channel is about spirituality. Please subscribe below so we can be YouTube friends. This is my December energy update. In this video, we're going to talk about the up-and-coming energies for the month of December, things you should be aware of, things that you should prepare for emotionally, mentally, physically, and energetically, most importantly. And towards the end of the video, you are going to get a personalized reading. I'm going to give you one of 3 objects to choose from, and based on that, I'm going to channel a reading specifically for your month of December. Yeah, because every person is very unique. You are a perfect snowflake, so you're going to get a personalized reading. You guys, I cannot wait to talk to you about December. The energies are wild and next level. One quick announcement, just because I'm super stoked for what's coming, and I wanted you guys to be really, really aware. Okay, I am going back to Sedona for an in-person event, March 18th and March 19th of 2026. So it's up and coming. Give it 3 months or so. It's going to be here. I'm coming back to Sedona. I love Sedona. It's one of my personal places of activation. I had a dance therapy event in Sedona. Was it 2 years ago? I don't know. Who's counting? Time flies. It was crazy. It was a massively activating event. If you've been here, if you've been there, you know who you are. I'm coming back to Sedona. Sedona is really calling my name. Everything is aligning. My guides have been really loud in my ear that Sedona is the place. For now, this is the only in-person event I can confirm for 2026. As of right now, I don't have anything else planned in person. We don't know, things change. This is going to be a 2-day event. A somewhat larger group than what my normal or traditional retreat would be, but it's still fairly cozy. So here's what you can expect if you want to come and see me in Sedona. 2 days, full day. Like when I'm channeling, when I'm in the zone, you guys, it's a full day affair. Day 1 is the day for shadow work. Day 1 is when we get into the depth of the things, the blockages. Literally, I'm going to customize everything based on the group that's going to show up in Sedona. I'm a channel. I read off of group energy very well. I'm a healer. So for me, it's actually very easy to tap into what the group needs the day off and deliver it from my channel. I work with a lot of spirit guides. If you end up coming to Sedona, your spirit guides are going to be in the space with you. Your higher self is going to be there working with you. So day 1 is all about shadow work. It's all about removing the blockages. Day 2, we go into the activations. That is where we focus on, what are the things in your etheric body, in your energy body that need to be activated? How do we get there? How do we bring in all of the power that you need in order to move forward into the next 9 years of your life and plus, and then some? And essentially, you're going through a wild activation ride. I'm going to bring in light language. We're going to bring in just next level upgrades, you guys. If you love my portal meditations, it's going to be 2 days worth of portal meditations, back to back to back. The energies are going to be wild. The retreat is called, or actually the event, I want to refer to it as a retreat. It's called Rebirth, the portal of becoming. And it is all about stepping into that next level of who you are, claiming that for yourself. So if you're ready for that next level spiritual transformation, come and see me in Sedona. March 2026. It's going down, you guys. And like I said, so far, it's the only thing I can confirm definitively for next year. I hope to see you there. It's going to be beautiful. And there will be a before and after. I guarantee with my events, you will notice a difference and a shift in your life. You're going to be able to go after the things that you've always wanted. You're going to get a lot more clarity. You're going to be a lot more on purpose. I hope to see you there. You guys, December. Okay. So fiery, so feisty, move so fast. That is the energy of December. We all are going to get a little bit of a whiplash. It's going to be a lot. Now, I'm a fire baby. I have fire in my natal chart all over the place. So I'm excited about the energies of December, but I can see how that can be a little bit intimidating because the pace is going to be real fast, real quick. And specifically the pace of change. That means that certain things, here's what my guides are showing me. They're showing me like a raging fire, essentially, like a forest fire. And this fire is here to cleanse. This Fire is here to release. Remember, we are moving into the next year, which is the energy of one, right? With a 111 portal. You guys, aren't I excited about that portal? Let me tell you, that portal is going to be next level. But before we get into the energies of one and the energies of starting from scratch with the white canvas, with a blank canvas, if you will, where we would be able to paint whatever we want for the next 9 years of our lives, certain things are being released from out of our systems. And December is for that. December is for the burning. December is for the letting go. December is for the shedding. And by the way, some of us are holding on to things real tight because of comfort or safety or predictability or what have you. And if that is not meant to be in your life, it will be taken away. So the month of December has this farewell energy to it. It has this energy of parting with things, including the things that you like, or like people, parting with people that you love. So a little bit of a heartbreak, like a little bit of a breakup kind of month, a little bit of like losing things. It's this energy of like partying and shedding, and it's not an easy energy because let's face it, like we love starting things and we love beautiful, easy beginnings. We don't necessarily love challenging endings. They're also showing me a chain, like links, like multiple links within the chain, and then through fire, that chain is just being pulled apart. And that usually means that certain cycles the entire cycle, the entire 9-year cycle is coming to an end in the month of December, but certain cycles in your life are coming to an end and certain relationships are meant to close. And unless you're willing to like pinpoint and notice what are the relationships that are falling away, some of them may surprise you. Some of them may hit you out of nowhere, and you will not feel ready for the month of December. In fact, I don't know how you could possibly prepare for the kind of energies that are going to go down. It's a little bit abrupt, the energy. The energy of the month is a little bit rough around the edges because it's that raging fire, and that raging fire is burning all the trash, you guys. It's burning all of the things. The more you can declutter, destash, release, and let go, even on the physical level, the easier the energies of the month are going to be for you. Whether that is donating a bunch of things, whether that is literally cleaning up your desktop and closing out all the tabs, removing all of the things that no longer belong in your home, like, I don't know, really old furniture that's really halfway broken, but you've never really gotten around to throwing it away and it's just hanging out in the garage. Like, those things have got to go, you guys. It's time. Because unless you proactively go through the motions of shedding, the life may turn the axis on its head and shed on your behalf, and you may not like the things that are being taken away. Ooh, it's very interesting. They're saying in the month of December, be really careful with the give and take. Now, in general, we have to be careful. We know that everything is always going to balance itself out, but just be careful to not take more than you are giving in the month of December. For whatever reason, it's a very karmic month from that perspective, and it's going to be a very quick karmic payback. And that could be anything. It could be, as silly as like not even tipping, like that concept of tipping. I know it's very American, and not a lot of people that are watching me are not living in the United States, and I respect that. But even that concept of tipping, like when you're a little bit stingy with the tips, that may not even be a good enough energy exchange for the month of December. So err on the side of giving more so than taking in the month of December. Just really go out of your way to tip people a little bit better, to help people out, maybe more so than you normally would. And that really helps you clear out some of these karmic knots that are still holding you back and that are weighing you down. What else about the month of December? Like I said, not very easy energies, not very lovey-dovey. And you will feel, because it's such a fast-moving energy and it is so abrupt, and in a way, it takes no prisoners. It's like all or nothing. It's a very maximalist kind of energy. It's like very fast and unapologetic. You may notice that it feels like you lived like 3 years inside of like 1 month of December. That is literally how crazy those energies can move. The good news is the activations are fantastically fast. So if you're on a spiritual path, if you have a pilgrimage in the month of December, I know I do. I have something prepared, you guys. I'm going to Egypt. I'm really excited. But the activations are going to be through the roof because the fires of the crown chakra are burning like next level. it is, wow, fantastic. Like you're going to light up like a little mini sun. And I like that because that means that the codes are streaming down from your spirit guides, from your higher self, from source. They're streaming down and they're unobstructed as much as possible. Now, some of you may experience health concerns in the month of December. That is a part of the clearing. Phantom pains. I've already mentioned phantom pains. I think, was it in the summer? But in December, we're getting that same energy back. That means that you're getting a pain out of nowhere, like an inexplicable pain. And sometimes the pain is pretty acute. And then you don't know where it's coming from. If you end up going to the doctor, they cannot diagnose you. They're like, nothing is wrong with you. You do like a bunch of blood work, a bunch of tests, healthy. But there is that pain. A lot of that in the month of December, guys. A lot of that in the month of December. Why? Again, because some of the debts, some of the karma needs to be cleared up. And one of the easiest way to do that is through impacting your physical body. And so your physical bodies are going to be very sensitive. I'm seeing a lot more headaches in the month of December. I'm seeing a lot more like issues around heart palpitations and heartburn. Some people are going to be like, oh my God, am I having a heart attack? I don't know what's happening. So hearts are going to get really, really impacted. Digestion issues in the month of December more so than normal. Respiratory, that's again, our hearts getting activated. A lot of respiratory disease, like a lot of people catching flu and cold and like bronchitis, like things like that, unfortunately. What else do we see for the month of December? The month of activations on the positive side, right? I usually do the blessings and the opportunities of the month. On the blessing side, it's very good for activations. If you are doing the work, if you're not trying to hold on to things that are supposed to leave your body, leave your aura, you are going to get activated. So some of you, like a good 30% of people watching this video are going to have very profound spiritual experiences in the month of December, which is beautiful and out of nowhere too. Very prophetic dreams, like dreams that speak to your consciousness, like that foreshow you something before it actually happens. Interesting. They're also bringing in this thread. It's like a lighter thread for the month of December, but karmic relationships are going to come front and center. And it's not just about parting, but some relationships come to a crescendo. Like they come to almost like a point of no return, which is not always a breakup, but it's an opportunity for an upgrade is what it is. There are these like tough realities that are going to have to be faced in relationships where you're going to either have to upgrade or like separate, if that makes sense, right? So it's an opportunity to rise up to a whole other level of authenticity, of care, of how you share your love, how you project yourself in relationships. So a lot of that is going to come up. Not very easy. Karmic relationships are not very easy. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears in the month of December, relationship related. What else? Impatience. That tends to happen in the month where the fire is raging, like this December. A lot of impatience. Specifically, though, I see that impatience with somebody's path, like your path, and then with yourself. So very often what I see with impatience, it's an external facing energy, right? So you think the world's a problem, these people are the problem, the situation is the problem, or something else. The people on TV are the problem. Not that. This is not what's happening this upcoming month. What's happening is you have this impatience with yourself, like impatience and inner critic. Again, pretty loud in the month of December, not going to lie. So you're like, okay, why am I moving so slow? Why are things so slow? Why are things not moving the way I want them to, in the direction that I want them to? What is wrong with me type of situation? Always opportunity for shadow work. And that is probably a major theme for the month is shadow work. Shadow work is essentially the process of facing all of the aspects of yourself that you have been denying, that you don't want to really necessarily examine, like some of the less savory aspects of yourself. Really perfect to do shadow work in the month of December because the fire is already burning. And that means that the more we lean into that energy, the more cleansing, clearing we can do. And that's beautiful. Okay, are you guys ready for the personalized reading? Okay, I'm going to give you 3 objects. The first one is a Buddha statue. There you go. It's a Buddha statue. The second object is a white pillow. They're showing me a white pillow. The third object is a pink bow. Pick your favorite. Okay. Buddha statue, the white fluffy pillow, and the pink bow. For this one, I'm getting a message that most people are on a track, meaning it's probably one that you're meant to select, not multiple in this reading. Okay, are you ready? Okay, Buddha. Ooh, okay. It's very interesting. They're showing me this Zen person. Of course, Buddha is an archetype, right? So it does make sense. So your energies are very cool, calm, and collected while everything around you is crashing and burning. And it's a test, right? Like you're being tested in the month of December. You're being tested for resilience. You're being tested as far as acceptance. Like, are you willing and able to accept the mayhem that is around you, or the mayhem that's on TV, or the mayhem that's in your life? It's a surrendering exercise, really. I talk a lot about this concept of flow, and flow, this outer flow, sometimes I refer to it, is essentially moving in sync and in lockstep with the universe. And when you do, everything falls into place and things just become really, really easy. In the month of December, you're being invited to radically accept anything that is happening to you, almost from a philosophical, from a Buddha-like perspective. So rise up and learn to observe instead of, in a way, participate in the action, because the soup of happening is going to get pretty thick. And the old version of you would have wanted to engage. In this this month, you are being invited to step out of the happening and observe it and understand that it is happening for you, not to you. And they're asking you and they're challenging you. Spirit is challenging you to see the positive in every single thing that happens in the month of December. So that's a challenge. It's like a personal mission of yours to only see the positive, to only point out the positive. For you, I'm going to have this suggestion. Create a positivity journal for yourself just for a single month, like a little notebook, right? You can even do it on your phone in notes if you'd like to. And every day, list out all of the positive things that you've noticed or that have happened. And by the way, they don't have to happen specifically to you, but if you've noticed something good in the world, write it down. And you would notice that it's so much easier to rise up to the highest chakras. And that is the lesson for you, is not spend so much time in the rat race, in the trenches, and like really absorbed in all the drama, but like learn to rise up. And another thing that is the kind of like the piece of advice for you for the month of December is lean into your feminine. Lean into your femininity, lean into the softness, lean into the acceptance, lean into the compassion, lean into the tenderness, lean into the state of water, frankly, right? So the challenge for you in the month of December is become water when everything around you is burning. Can you be that safe haven? Because one thing that I'm seeing is you have the capacity to really be the glue of your community in the month of December. And they're going to come to you as a safe haven. They're going to come to you looking for a respite, looking for a shoulder to cry on potentially, right? And so do become that nurturing energy you are meant to. For you, through that Buddha flow, something else is rising for next year that is going to feel like a calling. It's going to feel like a blessing. But those blessings, those stripes, they need to be earned, and you are earning them in the month of December. So keep a cool head, become the observer, and understand that even if your world is crumbling down, it is a test of how you're going to react to it. And reacting to it from a very philosophical point and a point of radical acceptance is the way. That is for my Buddhas. Okay, the next one is the pink fluffy pillow. They're really showing me this feathery pillow. Okay. They're saying that for the rest of the world, December will be challenging, but for you, you have accumulated a lot of good karma, my friend. You have accumulated a lot of lightness. You have done something right over the past 9 years and change. And because you have, while everybody else kind of like crashes and burns and like loses things and has these hard partings, it's like you're going to land on a pillow and you're going to land on this cloud essentially. And you're going to live a life of contrast. For you, your December is actually going to be very beautiful. It's going to be more activating and more aligning and more spiritual than it is going to be about things crashing and burning. They're showing me that you have this protection from the angelic kingdom. So the angels are really around you. And that's why the feathers in this pillow, they look like very angelic feathers. And they're, again, showing massive protection from your angelic friends. They're showing massive protection and then alignment from your lineage. So you have worked through something over the past 9 years for your lineage that has been pretty pivotal. And your ancestors are so grateful and so thrilled and so excited. So they're here just to celebrate you in the month of December, and you're going to have it easy. And that is a promise. And you're not just going to have it easy for the month of December, but in the foreseeable future. You're riding the wave of good luck, the lucky wave. And because of that, when you are in the period of good karma being paid back to you, you experience a lot of synchronicities. You experience a lot of unexpected gifts. Certain opportunities just fall on your lap. Certain doors just open very easily. You don't have to do anything for that. So certain things are aligning and you're just on the receiving end. So celebrate life. Celebrate your angelic connection. Your third eye and your crown are on point in the month of December. Really good time to receive messages, to spend time in meditation, to spend time in contemplation, to do automatic writing, to do rituals, to ask spirit for clarity because you're going to get it, because your angelic brothers and sisters are literally giving you a warm hug. And that is a message for you for the month of December. Aren't you guys lucky? Ooh, this is so cute. Okay. Pink bow. If you are the pink bow, they are saying that December is for you to reevaluate how you want to show up in the world, how you want to be perceived by others. And it is about being seen, not just in the month of December, but you are going to have to make a decision. You are a little bit at a crossroads where you haven't been playing to your full capacity, where you have been a little bit more in the background that you could be, maybe a lot more in the background. You're being invited to step up to the plate. You're being invited to explore what is it that makes you truly happy and step into it boldly. So for you, December is a month of decisions, specifically decisions that are going to be presented to you, or you're going to be maybe forced into making certain decisions in the month of December. They're going to be pivotal for your future. They may be uncomfortable in the moment. And understand that in the month of December, you are not meant to take an easy route. You're not meant to take the easy path, unfortunately. You're meant to go all the way, right? So yes, say yes to the hard things. Say yes to the hard conversations. Say yes to committing to something truly. Because they're showing me that all of my pink bows, they have so much potential, but it is unrealized potential. And you have this star aspect, right? Like this talent, something that's really big that's inside of you, but it hasn't really seen the light of day to its fullness, right? So you're a little bit in hiding. And December is a month for you to get bold. It's a month for you to get actually first really clear within yourself on what is it that you actually want and what are you willing to do, how far you're willing to go to get the things in life that you actually want. And then stepping into that boldly. So it's about committing. It's about making the difficult choices. But it is also about being presented with opportunities to level up, to upgrade, to be seen. This is not the month to shrink away. This is the month to make changes proactively for you, right? For a lot of folks in this group, change is going to happen for them automatically in the month of December, whether they'd like it or not. You are meant to forge your own path. You are meant to be the author of your own destiny. You are meant to. There's actually a big symbolism in you, writing your own future, if that makes sense. In the month of December, you have that capacity to be that author and for the universe to actually hear your dreams, desires, aspirations. So you are becoming that master manifester for a month. And your potential to create your best future is unprecedented. So seize the day, carpe diem. It is really, really important. And understand that if you're in my pink bow bucket, you have been playing it small. There is no way around it. You have been playing it small. Even like you may be incredibly successful and you still have been playing it small. Do you know what I mean? Like your potential is so much bigger. So this is a calling. Take it as such. Your guides believe in you. I believe in you. And you just got it. Like you got it. And the month of December is going to be so invigorating and so activating for you because the fire is amplifying your innate gifts. It's going to bring them to the surface. So watch out and also like just tune into your body and be like, what is it that my body wants me to do? What is it that I actually draw pleasure from? So lean into your hobbies in the month of December because part of the reason why I've been playing it small is you haven't been hearing some of your own truths. So hearing yourself, like your soul, like what your soul and what your heart want you to do, not just what your mind wants you to do, that is really, really important and a very massive theme for you for the month of December. You guys drop it to me in the comments, like what object you have selected and if you're resonating with what you selected. Also, let me know how your November went and if my November predictions came true for you. I want to hear. I'm super excited. I'm excited for your December. Despite the fact that it's all fiery and feisty and like fast moving, it's shaping up to be a beautiful month. Let's burn all of the baggage and we can start the new year on a high note. So much love for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.